Hi friends, I'm Mark Govan with ABC Tropical Plant Nursery and host of Florida Gardening, a radio program on 970 WFLA.com from 7 until 10 a.m. on Sunday mornings. Today we're going to discuss how to plant plumerias from seed. Now there is a couple things that you will need to plant your plumerias from seed. First of all, you're going to need a plumeria seed pod and some ripe seeds, which we have here today. The second thing you're going to need is a good 1 gallon pot or container, and then we're going to also need some potting soil, usually a peat and perlite mixture that I make up myself. We're going to use that as well as part of this demonstration today. After that, we're also going to need another plant stake and a pencil to go ahead and mark the date on the day that we actually put our seeds in the container. All right, well, first thing that we're going to need is we're going to put some soil in our container. I always want to have soil in my container before I start pulling seeds out of my seed pods. So we're going to scoop up a little bit of soil here today. And I like to fill my container just about to the top. So let's another scoop here. There we go. We shake that container off just to kind of level it out a little bit at the top. And then we get our seed pod from the Plumeria. Now, you're going to notice differences in these seed pods. Plumerias come with two different shapes of seed pods. One are small and singular, kind of look like a cigar, and the others kind of look like a little boomerang. Well, when the seed pod is ripe and opens, it'll open up on itself. And when it opens up, it's going to expose the seeds that line the inside of here. We're going to remove the piece from the top here, and then we're going to pull out these individual seeds. Now, as you notice, if I pull out the individual seed here, it has a winged shape on the one side of the seed, and the seed head is on the other. And I'm going to push this into the pot so that just the seed is underneath the soil. We're going to go ahead and do that for at least 4 or 5 of these seeds. And I kind of space them around the pot so that they're not right up on top of each other. And after I've got these in my one pot here, if you take a look again, I just kind of tap it around a little bit to move the soil around. You'll see the individual wings actually sticking up of the seeds. Once you see these are firmly planted in the pot, I'm going to do a light watering over the top of the pot. The next step is we want to make sure we do, and don't forget, is to actually mark the date that you put them in the container on your pot stake. So I'm going to go ahead and write today's date on the little marker I've got here. And after I've got that done, I'm going to go ahead and insert that stake right into the potted seeds, and to make sure that I remember what the date is I put them in at. You know, a lot of times you're going to get a lot of plants growing in the nursery, and if you don't mark your pots and know what types of plants you put in there or the date that you put them in, you won't know how long it's been, and sometimes you forget about that. So that pot marker is definitely going to help you keep track of when you put your plants in the garden. So keep that in mind when you're growing your plumeria seeds. It's a lot of fun, great thing maybe the kids can enjoy as well, but it's a lot of fun to grow your own plumerias from seed. Remember, I'm Mark Govan with ABC Tropical Plant Nursery. I love growing plumerias from seed. You should too.